Mauri Bagliacci of Iron Far here in the previews of the 2015 Mount Marathon with Eric Strabel. How are you, Eric?
I'm doing well. Doing well. How are you, Maury?
Perfect. Enjoying Alaska. Really.
Welcome.
Thank you. You've had a few great years the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And how do you feel of coming back with this great lineup for this year? And
oh, this is a dream come true to have Ricky back and Killian coming and all the guys from Alaska stepping things up again. It's just an amazing field we have on the men's side as well as on the women's side too. It's going to be a fantastic show. I can't wait to watch that.
Great. As an Alaskan, you were born and raised here in Alaska?
I was born on the east coast of the U.S. and then my family is military. We moved up here when I was about 1 year old.
Yeah, so it's pretty much...
Yeah, my whole life is in Alaska.
As an Alaskan, so how do you feel of having all these people here, like getting this so iconic race, getting to show up in the rest of the world?
Yeah, this is phenomenal. Just having Killian here, it's brought up a lot of publicity for the race, and it was bound to happen eventually because we know we have something super special here. And it's just a matter of time before people found out, and Ricky coming has done a lot for that, and he's been spreading the word a lot and convinced Killian to come and Emily too, and so yeah, it's going to be a really exciting time tomorrow.
Can you tell us about your background in this, not only in trail running but in sports in general?
Sure. So I started doing this race when I was 11 years old. I was doing runs, and my family's a big cross-country ski family, and I ski raced when I was young, and competitively at NCAA and the U.S. national level. I went to World Junior Championships in cross-country skiing and had a top 10 there. So it was good, and I always had dreams of going to the Olympics, and it was kind of on track at going there, but in my early 20s, I just fell through the cracks in our development system, so I just kind of stagnated, and I lost hope, and I quit skiing, and but I never gave up on mountain running. It's so easy to enjoy mountain running here in our backyards, and so after a couple of years of being down on my athletic career in skiing, I just kind of got the competitive juices again for mountain running, and I got more and more serious about 6 years ago, and then every year after that, and then it's been getting better and better. Yeah.
That's great. And do you have now that you're more into mountain running, do you have a goal for going running? I don't know if around the world, but probably in a big race in the States or a big race in Europe, or
perhaps it's interesting. It's not the only thing I have in my life, and I feel like a mountain run, the following weekend, just 20 miles from my house is just as rewarding as traveling across the world, minus the traveling across the world part. So it'd be wonderful to be able to travel around the world, of course. But as far as the dreams of competing at the World Mountain Running Championships, yeah, it'd be nice, but. We have Mount Marathon here. We have the other races, so
just 100 years race.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's why you don't see many of the Alaskan runners go outside. There are a few, but we feel like we have everything that we need here.
Yeah. Well, you have a long experience in this race. What's your favorite? Can you give us a brief description of the course, and what's your favorite part of it?
Well, it's a very gradual, about a 1 kilometer run up to the base of the mountain, and right immediately it goes very steep, and it's steep for about 1 mile, and you gain about 2,800 feet in that 1 mile, and you turn right around and you come straight down another about exactly 1 mile, and you lose about 2,800 feet, and then when you get to the base there, you got another just over a 1 kilometer run to the finish, and so it's a bit abrupt, changing, from the gradual run to the steep hike, to the steep down to the gradual run again. Changing gears is really tricky, and it's difficult. Having to adjust is my least favorite part. It's so painful. Just of course we're very, very tired, but it feels like you just get kicked in the guts every time something like that happens. And but I guess my favorite part is, no matter where on the course, when I feel like things are flowing well, I feel light climbing, and I feel like I'm navigating the downhill, unconsciously, and everything is flowing very well, and I don't have to think about where my feet are going or how hard it is. Just kind of like let the eyes roll back in the head and just go.
Yeah, that's great. You broke the record of this race a couple of years ago. What was more rewarding, winning the race, having the record, the sprint with Ricky, or what?
It's hard to divide those, but for it was the record. I can't deny that. That growing up, when I was 11 years old, I read in the pamphlet, "God, this guy ran this course in 43:23," and it just was so mind-blowing that record, was possible. And every year, no one really came close to it, and so it was just such a dream that someone could get it. And in the last few years, it became a reality that yes, we could actually do it. And the months leading up to that year's race, myself and a couple other runners like Matt Novakovic, we were training like we had that belief. And then Ricky came also, and that was like the spark that lit the kindling, and really got the momentum going, and it was going to happen no matter what. And so it was really, really exciting. And if it wasn't for any one of those guys, then it wouldn't have happened. Because it was the team effort that really pushed our times down that far.
Great. And one last question: with this lineup, do you think this could happen again?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I know I can beat my PR. Yeah. I'm in better shape than I was 2 years ago. So I know I can run faster, and I know that I can very easily now win.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not the favorite.
Yeah.
So it's very, very exciting.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, and have a great Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.